It's time for the X and Y Show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y Show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y Show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings, and greetings. Welcome to another segment of the XY Show, and I'm your host, Roosevelt. I guess I should say Caesar's greetings. We're getting closer and closer to Christmas. Seems like just yesterday it was, New Year's of last year, and we're already on the twilight of ending this year, and that's going to be something else. The next years to come is going to be quite special. So enjoy it. Enjoy this season while you can. I love this time of the year because everyone is, most people are happier and more jolly, and just everybody just laid back. And usually I'm in a place that's change the season, cold or snow. But at the moment I am in hot ass Miami, where it's 85 degrees on Christmas Day. So a little change for me, even though I'm born and raised in Miami, but I've been away most of the time. But currently I'm back, and I'm still getting used to it, especially this time of the year when I'm used to being cold and it's hot as fuck. But other than that, I hope you all are getting your shopping done. I know mine is 98% done. I do most of my shopping online because it's just too damn crowded to be going out there in the malls and all that kind of shit. But if I'm living in somewhere where it's cold, I don't mind it for some reason. That's weird. I don't know. If I'm somewhere where it's cold or snows on the ground, I'm trying to get out there. But since I'm in Miami, I said, fuck that. I'm doing everything online. But my shopping is about done. I hope you guys are doing the same. I want to get shopping out of the way so I can drink more eggnog, and be more jolly that way. So, without further ado, I'm going to dive into tonight's episode. Tonight, I will be talking about something that we probably all, I know I have experienced or still experiencing for some of you. But let me just say, tonight's episode, is good sex enough to stay in a bad relationship or marriage? Is good sex enough to stay in a bad relationship or marriage? Now, bad can be a lot of things. If it's an abusive relationship, then I would say no. Somebody, physical abusing you, or even verbally abusing you. That's not, that's very bad. That's too bad, even for good sex. But if it's something like, you don't communicate enough, something like, he stays out too late, or she shops too much, she goes out with her friends too much, he hangs out with his friends too much, shit that can be fixed. that's not that major, then, it's not that bad. I think it's something, you have to gauge your badness of the relationship and realize if it's actually worth it or not. And like I said, if you get physically abused, of course not. That's not worth it. Good sex is not worth it. But if it's something minor or something you can fix, well, he doesn't have a good job, well, he can get a better job, he can maybe go to school or get more training or, same thing with her. She can get a better job, go to school, get more training, get a promotion or whatever the case would be. They can always fix that. That's material shit, minor shit. If it's minor shit making it bad relationship or bad marriage, then in my opinion, yeah, good sex is enough to stay in a bad relationship. If it's minor bad, now major bad, no. If you're getting your ass whooped and verbally abused, no. That's not sex. Good sex is not good enough to stay together. But if it's a minor bad, and I say go for what you know. That's something you can fix. And I think we all need to be real. A lot of you saying, well, no, that's not right. Especially you women. You women are like, no. I need something more than sex. No. And you full of shit. You women out there are full of shit. You need to be real with yourselves. Have you in relationships right now, or marriages even right now, well, you're not really digging the motherfucker you with, but you still with him because he got some good dick. He got some good dick. I know because I've been in that situation. And I'm going to get into that in a moment. But, women, a lot of times women try to take the high road, and, no, I need more sex. Let me tell you something. Women are bigger freaks in a lot of ways than men are. Women are bigger freaks in a lot of ways, more bigger freaks than men. So don't be coming at me with that shit, talking about y'all, no, sex is not, no, it's, half of you are in relationships right this minute who are listening to the sound of my voice, in relationships right this minute, well, you're not really digging that motherfucker. But he got some good dick. Some good dick. And it's good dick and it's trustworthy dick. Meaning that you know this guy. You've been with him. You have a history with him. You took tests together. All kind of, you know this motherfucker. You might not be digging him. He's not on the same page as you are on a lot of things, or what your ideal mate would have been, but at least you know him. He's safe for the most part. He's safe. You don't have to go out anymore and get to know another motherfucker all over again and start the process all over again. So you're going to stay with him. He got some good dick. Maybe he'll come around. So women, don't be coming at me with that shit, talking about sex is not good enough. No. And have you in relationships right this very minute, or marriages for some of you, where you're only in it because the sex is good. So don't give me that shit. Now, of course, men will get to that too, But men, at least men will admit it. Men will, hey, she has some good pussy. What you want me to say? Hey, she has some good pussy, man. What you want? That's all you need to say. Men will say it. Men will come clean. Men never try to hide this shit for the most part. If you're a real motherfucker, you don't try to hide this shit. Yeah, the pussy's good. Yeah. That's why I'm with her. Yeah. What? So what? What's the problem? Men come clean, but women always try to, go to that covert shit. No, all that bullshit. When they are bigger freaks and bigger lovers of sex than men are in a lot of ways. But let me get back to the question. I'm getting off to a tangent here. Now, what do you think is the exact percentage of couples that are, when I say couples, people that are in relationships or marriages that are in it because the sex is good? What do you think the exact percentage is? I'll tell you. I don't know. Feel like that doctor on Sam and the Son. For those of you who watch Sam and the Son, there's a doctor, and every time Fred would call him over, it was wrong with Lamont or something. I don't know. Anyway, no, that's impossible to know. Unless you survey every couple, every relationship, every marriage in the world, and that shit just impossible. But I would guess. I'm going to take a guess. Okay? I'm going to say that it is probably 40% of the day's relationship. I'm talking about relationships and couples mixed together who are together because the sex is good. 4 out of 10 couples are together because the sex is good. I might be a little high. I might be a little low. I don't know. What do you think? What is your opinion? What do you think my percentage is? My opinion of the percentage is? I think it's about 40%. I think that's about 40%. So my point is, there's a lot of people out there that are currently in relationships or marriages just because the sex is good. So apparently to a lot of people, yes, even in a bad relationship, it's not bad enough to them where they would break it off because they can fuck good. Because they're getting some good dick every night. Because they're getting some good pussy every night. So the relationship, it's not bad enough to end that. One time I had a girlfriend, and literally, I really couldn't. I don't want to say I couldn't stand her, but sometimes she was just she just aggravated the fuck out of me. Some of the stuff she used to do, and it just really irked me. I almost hated to see her ass coming. It was, I can't describe it. It was just fucked up. I don't know. It was a bad relationship. It really was, because I really wasn't digging her. I really wasn't. I mean, very few things about her that I liked. She was my ideal type of woman. I wasn't digging her. But, it was a bad relationship. But it was some good pussy. It was some good. It was some good pussy. Yes, it was. That girl had some good pussy. And for that, 3 or 4 hours that we was doing our thing, 5 or 6 hours on a good night, I forgot all about her negative attributes. I forgot all about her that drove me nuts. I forgot all that bullshit. Because the pussy was good. Yes, it was. It was good. So, my point is, even though the relationship was bad, but it wasn't bad enough for me to break it off. because the sex was good. It wasn't bad enough. Now, if the sex was bad, I would have broke up with her. But the sex was good. So that, in essence, saved our relationship. It prolonged it, I should say. No, of course we didn't make it, but, it gave us more time to, iron some stuff out. It did. So it really helped our relationship and enhanced our relationship. And we did grow, but we just grew apart even more. So it just got too much, and I ended up breaking it off. But my point is, I think that, like I go back to my point again. It could be a bad relationship, but how bad is it? Is it that bad where you want to break it off, even though you get some good pussy, even though you get some good dick? Is it that bad where you want to break it off? Now, I know it could be, like I said, physical abuse, and that's about the only thing. Physical abuse and verbal abuse, and mental abuse, any kind of abuse, that's bad. That's bad enough. No type of sex is worth that. No. That's about the only thing that I put up that high. Anything else, is immaterial. It could be fixed. It could be looked over. It's not that bad. Well, you're going to break it off and stop getting that good sex. Another reason, good sex is not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. And from a man point of view, all pussy is not good. I know a lot of fellows out there would agree with me. Every piece of ass you've had has not been good. Because everybody know, or should know, that pussy and dick is like a Lego. It works better when the pieces fit. So, somebody else might say that was not some good pussy, it was terrible, but you might get in and say that's the best pussy you ever had in your life. So it's all about fit. It's all about, different styles and taste that come into play. So, just because you give them a woman that's fairly attractive, she might not be a perfect Lego fit for you. She might fit you like a Weeble Wobble. I'm going back now, but she might fit you awkwardly. So it's not good sex. So sex is not guaranteed. Good sex is not guaranteed. From a man point of view, all pussy is not good pussy. And vice versa. From a woman's point of view, all dick is not good dick. I done had plenty of women tell me, they've been with guys who was pretty on the outside, had a 6-pack, and all this shit. Pretty boy. And get him in the bed, they ain't shit. So, it's not guaranteed for a woman as well. So my point is, when you get a hold of some good sex, you kind of want to hold on to it. At least I do. I'm not going to let her get away that quick. Oh, no. I don't let her get away that easy. Yeah, we gonna work this out. I don't like the way she spend money. I don't like the way she hang out with her friends. But she got some good pussy. We gonna work things out. We gonna try to work things out here. Huh? Because good sex is not guaranteed. Good pussy is not Guaranteed. So if I get a hold of some good pussy, I'm gonna hold on to it. You know, if the relationship is bad, if it's not that bad, then you know we're gonna stick this out for a while, see where this takes us. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna work things out. I remember one time I've heard. I can't give too many details because they might be listening. But I overheard someone who I was fucking at the time. This was a long time ago. But we still keep in contact. But anyway, I overheard her, and she said, and I overheard her talking to her friends on the phone, and she was saying, talking, she was like, I don't really like him. I mean, I like him. He's cool. Of course, she was a white girl, and she's like, I like him. He's cool, but he's like a brother to me, but he really, oh man, he can really fuck. He said, oh my God, I mean, he makes me come so much. Oh my goodness, I mean, I really would break up with him, but, I'm like, man, he really knows how to fuck. I don't know. Should I? And, I heard this. He was talking about me, of course. A lot of you saying that, man, you should have been hurt. That she was saying she really not digging you. But I didn't give a fuck. She was saying that she likes the way I gave it to her. She liked the way I laid pipe to her. I was beating on my chest. Yeah, I was all right. I mean, hey, I was a lot younger. I was just 20 years ago. So I didn't give a damn if she wasn't digging me. That's the least of my worries. But she was enjoying this dick that I was giving her. So my mission was accomplished. So, my point is that even for a woman or man, if a relationship is bad, or is not ideal the way that you would have dreamed it to be, then, how bad is it? Is it that bad? Were you willing to stop at least something that you're getting good? Is it that bad? Not bad enough for me. Damn sure ain't bad enough for me. Now, sexual libido is very important when you ask this question as well. Now, if you get someone, obviously, who doesn't have a high sex drive, and there are some weird motherfuckers out there, such as this, you know who you are. People that have sex once a year and shit. A lot of women. But, your sexual libido is not high, so if the relationship is not where you want it to be or ideal for you, you'll break it off immediately because sex is not a high priority to you. But someone is a high libido, high sexual drive, like myself, or most men, they would put more stock into it. They would put more patience into it, more time. They would be more patient. When I mean, they would wait and see what happened. Well, if it don't work out, I'm going to get this good pussy. Well, if it do work out, I'm going to get this good pussy. It's a win-win situation. And the same thing for women. If they don't work out, I'm going to get this good dick. until, it breaks off. If it do work out, I'm going to get this good dick. It's a win-win. So if you have if you have a low sexual libido, then, it's not important to you. So you probably break the relationship off a lot faster. If you have a high sex drive, then I think you would be more patient and see how things work out. Now, I'll tell you another thing. This is from a life experience. Venue could mean a lot as well. Now, a lot of you saying venue. What the hell? What? Let me elaborate. I used to live in a place called Bethel, Alaska. Look it up on a map. Look it up on Google or whatever the fuck you. Look it up. Bethel, Alaska is a lot of you only know about Anchorage and Juneau, the big cities. Fairbanks. Okay, Bethel's not a big city. Bethel is a small town. Give you an idea, a lot of places don't have running water. You have to ship it in, and you have to fill it. Everyone has a tank. So, I think when I was there, I had like a 400-gallon tank. So you had to get that tank refilled every week with water, and that's the water that you use for the sewage, water you use to take a bath, dishes, everything. And it's a place. It's a dry town, no alcohol, no movie theaters. I mean, you get the point. So in a place like that, pussy was very hard to come by. Pussy was very hard to come by. So when I got some pussy, some good pussy, even though it was a bad relationship, I wasn't really digging her. I didn't just throw her away because I didn't know when I was gonna get some more pussy. So a venue could play a lot in the scenario as well. You might be living, somewhere like Bethel. There's a lot of places in the lower 48 that's like that, where the women are outnumbered by men. You don't know when the next opportunity you're going to get. So when you get one, you just don't throw it back. You might keep her around a little while. And vice versa for women, of course. There's places where women outnumber the men. Same thing. Get a good man, or any man, it's just a dick. You don't care what he look like, but you're not gonna throw him away because you don't know when you're gonna get the next one. So venue could play a very important part in this decision as well. If you're in a bad relationship, is the sex good enough? Well, is it that bad? Go back to that question again. Is it that bad? Really? Wouldn't be bad enough for me. Now, another reason or thing you might want to think of, if it's bad enough, the sex might be so good in a way that you're getting sexual fantasies fulfilled, and allowed. A lot of people are not getting that, in relationships or marriages. Because a lot of times couples get in relationships or marriages and they're not openly liberal on some of their sexual practices. A lot of times women won't do this. A lot of times men won't do this, or won't do that. But if you're in a relationship or marriage and you're experiencing fulfillment on all your sexual fantasies, and they're all allowed, you're not going to leave that. You're not going to leave that. Some examples: menage a trois. Maybe your wife or girlfriend allow another woman to come in your bedroom. That's not some shit I would do. But I'm just giving you examples. Maybe open marriage. You're married, but you can go out and fuck somebody. I don't know. Whatever the fantasy might be. Maybe you like to go somewhere and get your ass whooped. I don't know. But the idea your sexual fantasies are being fulfilled and are being allowed. Some would consider that being good sex. So if you're getting all of this, is it worth it now? Is it that bad where you would stop this good thing? Is it that bad? What is that bad? Is it? And it's not, again, sex is not a good thing to base a relationship off. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want to portray like I'm saying that. As long as you have good sex, that's all you need. No, that's not what I'm saying. Believe it or not, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if you do have good sex, I think it makes it worth sticking around. I think it makes it worth giving it a shot. I mean, who knows? Just because the sex is good, you might stick around more and get the help that you and your wife, or you and your husband, or you and your boyfriend need. You might go to counseling. You might go to see a pastor, or just talk to someone, or whatever the case may be. Talk to each other more. Who knows? It might get better. Because the sex is good, you might say, well, the sex is good. Maybe I should give more effort. Let me try a little bit harder. Maybe it's me. Good sex may cause you to look at yourself to see what changes. Maybe it's you. You might say the relationship is not ideal. Maybe it's because of you. So you might, by you sticking around more because of good sex, who knows? You might be able to fix those issues. And then you might be able to have that good relationship. And vice versa, you might, by you sticking around, he or she might be able to fix their issues, who you're courting or married to. Hopefully you figure this shit out before you get married, but sometimes it don't work out that way. But hopefully they can fix their issues out as well, because you're sticking around. You're giving it more time. Sex buys you more time. What's wrong with that? I mean, we're all human. Humans are physical. Humans need physical interaction. Humans need love. Humans need affection. Human needs sex. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with being in a relationship that's not necessarily ideal for you or her or whatever the case may be, but the sex is good. I think, just like anything else, sex is a building block. It's not the most important block. No, absolutely not. But I think it could be a building block. I mean, that's somewhere to start. Everybody's not the same. Some people building block, maybe they start off with their intellectual, abilities. People are different. Maybe some people start off on a physical attractiveness. People are different. So if somebody or some couple starts off with good sex, that's just as good as anything else. That building block is just as good as anything else. Now the problem is if it stays that way. If it stays that way, where the relationship is based off nothing but sex, then that's where you have a problem. That's where you have a problem. But I think if sex is used as an initial prelude into a relationship and, gives you the opportunity for the relationship to grow into your ideal relationship, gives you the opportunity to grow in your ideal relationship. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? We're all human. I mean, ever since Adam and Eve, when in the garden, Adam, he knew something was wrong. He asked for a woman. And Eve got in the garden and told Adam she don't give him no more pussy if he don't eat this apple, and we've been fucked up ever since. But that's another story. My point is, humans are physical. We need physical interaction with one another. We need affection. We need love. We need to be held. Just because, if that's that type of affection or that sex is giving us the opportunity to prelude into a relationship and being able to grow into a relationship, then I don't see anything wrong with that. It's human. It's human. And like I said when I started, most of you need to be real. Half of you right now listening to the sound of my voice are in relationships or marriages based off nothing but sex. Now you have a problem. Even I'll say that. But I don't see anything wrong with you using sex to prelude into something better, a better relationship, an ideal relationship. Might be bad today, but doesn't have to stay that way. So I ask the question again: is good sex enough to stay in a bad relationship or marriage? I say yes, absolutely. How bad is it is the key. Is it worth it to you? That's the key that you have to ask yourself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed tonight's segment of the X and Y Show. I definitely enjoyed bringing it to you. Now, I want to tell you, the X and Y Show is available on a myriad of different platforms where you can listen to for your listening pleasure. The X and Y Show is available on Stitcher. It's also available on iTunes, and it's available on TuneIn and Google Play. I'm also available. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on those various platforms that you listen to. I would definitely appreciate that. I'm also on social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. So be sure to follow me on those as well. And you can find all of that on my website, which is www.thexyshow.com. That's www.thexyshow.com. And also on the site, you can see where you can leave me a comment, anything you want to say to me, any constructive criticisms, any ideas on shows, anything you want to say. It's also on my website as well. Also, you can visit the X and Y Show store, where you can buy a t-shirt or a coffee mug. I got some nice Christmas theme X and Y logos in there currently, so be sure to check that out. And also, I'm on Spreaker. That's my main platform. That's where I record from, and all of my archives are at Spreaker, but they're on my website as well. So you'll be able to see all of my episodes on my website that I've done over the year. So be sure to check those out as well. And with that being said, be sure to check me out next Friday as I tackle another X and Y topic. It's definitely going to always be fun on X and Y Show. That concludes another week of the X and Y Show. I'm your host, Roosevelt. And always remember that you cannot have love without X and Y. Good night. And I will see you next week. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.